Hey guys, what's up? Episode 23. I'm sure you didn't expect me to be back this soon, but I want to continue a conversation that I've been having over the week. And I just want to truly get into the topic of having a perfect persona, having a beautiful laid out aesthetic, and having amazing over the top branding. So you guys know, let's see, what's the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thing that stops people from following their dreams and chasing the life they want? Well, fear is one. Fear is definitely one. And another thing is the look of the aesthetic and being perfect. It starts to feed into the insecurities, and then people will start to go to, well, do you think people will even like this? Are they going to buy it? Why am I even doing this? Is it my time? These are things that stop people every day from creating the life that they want to live and how they go about following their dreams. Now, I'm going to tell you why none of that shit matters. So I get asked a lot, how did you start your podcast? Where do I begin? How can I start a podcast? Well, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, it's free. You know, I'm down with the free. There's a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Like, ain't nobody listening yet and you making money. How dope is that? It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So what are you waiting on? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Okay, so till this day, I'm going to say that my graphics are okay. And it's because I DIY most of my brand, most of my websites, most of my designs, my social media graphics, my YouTube channel, my Pinterest, and everything else is pretty much DIY. So with that being said, I am learning. I've been at this for some years now, and I'm learning how to get better. I'm learning how to make better graphics, but they are still not the best. But it's also because for me, it does not matter, because I know my value and my knowledge is what I bring to the table, and it outweighs what it looks like. I'm providing value no matter what my brand looks like. So some people get caught up in the oh my gosh, it looks so pretty, those colors are perfect, your style is amazing. They get caught up in all that into a brand, and then you go purchase from someone with these amazing, awesome, clean graphics, and they haven't taught you shit. So let's think about this. So then you're caught up. Now you're caught up in the pretty stuff, right? It's like, oh my gosh, it looks like they have it all together. I feel like you better think about that content you're about to consume, and is it going to teach you what you need for $997 of 15 minutes of information, or for stuff that you could have Googled or that you already knew? So now you're in a spot where you're mad as hell because you're out of $997 because a pretty ass, clean ass, professional looking brand with a pretty cute chick with some makeup on told you that she's living her best life and she got receipts. And this could be a guy too. He's well dressed, well mannered, clean manicure, nice shoes. He wears a suit every day. He's handsome, tall, dark skinned with tattoos. My bad, I was describing my husband. But you get what I'm saying. Time and time again, child, I kick myself for investing in a pretty brand, a pretty girl with her makeup done, a pretty aesthetic on Instagram, only to find out that they just provided me information I knew already, just in a different way, with more professionalism, clean, and they have a team to carry out. They have these perfect slides. They have these nice sounding voices for their voiceovers. And then I'm just like, huh? What? Oh my gosh. So again, like I said, you get suckered in. But I also know people, and I'm people, who are, who came into this atmosphere, into this world as an influencer, as a content creator, as a brand, who is real as fuck, who don't need makeup on 99% of the time. Everything is unedited, unfiltered, not perfect, but they're a real life, regular Douglas smuggler, providing people with the necessary tools, the training, the step-by-step tutorials, and all of that other great stuff. The same thing that Pretty Brand is providing, but you can't find them, or people won't tell you about them. And we, as in us, all of us, we get overlooked. All right, so now I want you to take what I've just told you, check yourself, think about the people who you have started following and who you are currently following. I want you to take a look at them now versus when they first started. Start paying attention to their brand. Are they still always showing up beat and ready, and they always seem prepared? Are their brand aesthetics and everything still planned, or are they trying to do the no makeup look? I want you to check out their Instagram stories and some of their videos, and I want you to know if they're trying to be more regular and real than they were before. I want you to also tell me, are they currently now showing more behind the scenes, talking about more of their failures and things that they're struggling with in entrepreneurship, in their business and their brand, whatever they're doing? Are they shifting gears? Are you noticing it? And this is how you can tell. So this happens because they can't be perfect anymore in a world that no longer cares if you're perfect, because curated in aesthetics does not get them likes like it used to. They have to show you the real deal, the unpolished, the unfiltered things. Their followers are starting to notice that because they are no longer camera ready, and they're just being different. They're showing more of their quirky side, their funny side. They're not just business. Times are changing where they have to change with the time. But I feel like if they came on the scene, bussin' real, some people, I had no clue they curse. Some people, I had no clue they had kids, because this is not what I seen or what I knew about them. When they first started, they gave us that online persona, and it was strictly that. So now they're having a hard time bringing it back to real life, where we're rewarding people like Cardi B for being herself. We're putting people up there like, oh my gosh, she's just like me. Meg the Stallion, City Girls, all those lyrics, everybody who has this perfect persona online, all of a sudden they're talking about they're having a city girl summer. And I'm like, what? Not you. That doesn't make sense to me. So now they're struggling to find the balance of being authentic and who that online persona was, because the persona they put on was to get on, and now they're trying to maintain it. I told my client 5 years from now, ain't nobody caring about your quotes on Instagram. They're not caring about your flat lays. They want to see you in your bonnet. They want to see you out with your family, out with your kids, doing regular ass stuff that us regular ass women are doing. We don't want it to look pretty, cause we don't wake up to a pretty life. We wake up to fucking chaos almost every single day. So now your faves are trying to make everyday content or everyday life content, because now that planned shit about the ads and the this, even these ads that people are doing, it's so, even though they do it for money and some people say, oh, I'll only promote things that I use, it's still not authentic. Because guess what? If it's the first time that I'm seeing you use it is in an ad, baby girl, you wasn't using it. If you are down for a brand and down for something, we know that, and we're gonna ride hard for you so you can continue to get money from this ad. But if it's not genuine, we sense bullshit nowadays. So just think about that. Think about the people that you no longer consume their content because you notice that shift. You're like, all right, this chick is on something else. That's because when they came on the scene, they weren't authentic. They weren't themselves. They showed us maybe 2% of themselves, and the rest was planned and ready to go content. Now it's more 90% them and 10% planned, aesthetically ready content, and we're confused as fuck. So now it's time for you to embrace the people who always come with it, who've never switched up and who've never changed, because honestly, they've been saying the same thing that your faves have been saying for a long time, but they're just overlooked. I am me. I am overlooked. So just think about this discussion and think about how it makes you feel, and think about it before you decide that your brand isn't good enough, it's not pretty enough, it's not perfect, it doesn't look good, and it's not ready before you launch. I say launch that shit, sis. Launch it. It's your time. It will always be your time. There's no time like the present to get on scene and be you. Get paid for being you. I don't want you to be anyone else but who you are, because when I meet you in person, I want to get that same energy. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation, and let's just continue to offline and let me know what you think. Are we here for the regular smugglers? Are we here for curated and planned? Let me know. So in closing, I want you to know that I am not opposed to you curating your feed, because I am not the end all be all. I'm not the master, the creator of anything. I'm just giving my opinion and where I see social media and curated and aesthetics and just plan content going in the next couple of years. There are already articles out about it as well. So do your research and read up on it and do what's best for your brand and business. Also, I'm not saying I do not like quote pictures, because I absolutely love quote pictures. I love Facebook posts. I love tweets on my Instagram. I love all of that. And the reason is why? Because sometimes a picture does not give you that effect that you can get and quickly add to your stories like a quote picture, like a tweet from your Twitter. So those are things that I do enjoy, but I don't feel like you're like it has to be designed perfectly with your brand colors. It can be that white background with black letters, or again, a screenshot of your tweet or Facebook post. I am not opposed to those things, and this is solely my opinion of where I see us going as content creators, as brands, as people in general. Social media is getting back to it being about us posting. Also, coming up with captions. I know I started doing captions in a curated feed because that's what everyone had started to do. So it was more of a monkey see, monkey do thing. But then I realized, or you will realize this too, if it feels like too much work and it feels like it's forced and it doesn't come naturally, then it's probably not for you, and it's probably okay for you to post however you want and however you feel that you engage best with your community. So just take some time out and think about how you post, what's beneficial for you, and how do you see yourself and your brand moving forward. How can you continue to be authentic and paid to be and do just what you need to do. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye. Thank you guys so much for listening and subscribing. Don't forget to share and leave a review for this podcast. If you have any questions, you can email me at hello@cinquantacoxsmith.com. You can follow me on Instagram at cinquantacoxsmith and at coinsandconnections.com. My websites are www.cinquantacoxsmith.com and www.coinsandconnections.com. You can join my Facebook group at Books Plus Business with Cinquanta Cox-Smith. I love you more than I love this podcast. Peace.